Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to show you how to run the old CNC games from Westwood for your Windows 10 installation. Now keep in mind the easiest way to get this to go full-fledged with all the videos and music and so forth is to have the original CDs or the CD images. If you don't, you will be able to get this to work with the free versions of the games. They will be, however, lacking some features. So if you're interested, I will show you again, like I said, how to do it both ways. So if you're interested, go ahead and open up our browser. We're going to travel to this website here. This will be in the descriptions. So go ahead, travel to this website. You can go ahead and download the self-installer, or you can go ahead and get the what they call the the one without the installer is on a zip file. What I would do, make it easy on yourself and just go ahead and download the installer here, and you can go ahead and just double click and get that installed. I already have this in my system, so I'm going to go ahead and just launch it from where I have it. So once you're done with that, just go ahead and close the browser. All you're going to need, like I said, is the original disk images, or if you want to run the game stock without the extra features, you can run it right off the program contained in the zip file. So just go ahead and we'll extract that to its own folder. That'll take a couple of seconds to extract. Once that's done, we're going to go inside the folders, and as you can see, I have the folders with the game images up here. So we'll go ahead and launch that. Now we can go ahead and do either, like I said, this will work for Dune 2000. It'll do Red Alert or Command and Conquer Tiberian Dawn. So this is the first set of the game. So go ahead and click on that, run it. Once you click on that, you're going to get this window. If you want the install without the options for the music videos and the extra content from the other videos, go ahead and click quick install. If you want to do it the way I prefer, go ahead and click advanced install and you can get all the extra features. So this is basically, it's gonna download the files from the internet. So what you want to do is, before you even do this, I should have told you to mount the disk first. So let's go back here and we're going to go ahead and mount this one first. So it's set it to this, so just go ahead and mount one here. Select drive letter and mount. So once that's in there, now you can go in here and tell it to detect, and it will find the file on its own, and it'll let you know what it found. So we can go ahead and click on both of these. Click continue. So now it's telling you all these three features are installed. So now we're going to do the second disk. So just go back to here. Go to where the second disk is at and mount that one. If you're using the the Swin CD EMU, you can go ahead and just mount the existing drive. And once that's done, you'll get the message that's in there like this, and just go ahead and hit detect again. And now it's gonna come out with this option. Go ahead and do the NOD campaign briefings also. And now, as you can see, there's still one missing, which is the covert operations music. So we'll go ahead back into that folder, and you're gonna find the covert ops disk and do the same thing. So we're going to mount that again. Once that is done, just go ahead and hit the detect disk or installation, and then you can see the option comes up to click on that. So go ahead and do that, and once you've done that, you're done. So you basically have all the content for the game for CNC, the Tiberian Dawn. Once that's done, you can go ahead and hit continue, and it'll finish doing its thing. And I guess you got some options here when you first launch. You can choose to send system information. I uncheck that. But once you've done that, you should get to the screen and you'll get the the news and so forth, and you'll have the game installed. So if you go into single player, you'll notice you have the options for skirmish or missions. So that's all set. So what we're going to do now is set up the other discs. So we're going to go back in here, and we'll do the second game, which is Red Alert. So we're going to do the same thing. Go ahead and mount that. Once that's mounted, we'll go back into the folder. And this time we're going to launch the second game, which is Red Alert. And we're going to do the exact same thing. So if you want all the extras, go ahead and check box or check mark the box. Go ahead and hit continue. And then once you've done that, if anything's missing, it's going to show you here. So now it's missing the Soviet disk. So we're going to go back in here and mount that one. That's disk 2. So I actually have it overwrite, so you don't need to open up another virtual drive. Once that's done, just go back in here, do the same thing again. Check the box, hit continue. Now we're done. So now if you have the original Counter-Strike music disc and Aftermath, you'll be able to install these options also. So I have that, so let's go back in here. So those are expansion packs. Go ahead and mount one. That's the Aftermath. Once that's done, just go ahead and do the detect again. Go ahead and click continue. So now it's telling you the Counter-Strike one is missing, so go back into that folder. That's the second. Mount that back to the virtual drive. Once that's done, just go ahead and detect info. Check the box, hit continue. And you'll notice now the only thing missing is this. It's going to download that on its own. So you're going to click download, and then you'll be finished with that. You'll have all the stuff in there. And this one is also compatible with the Dune 2000, so you'll be able to do that one. So as you can see, the steps are pretty much the same. So if you get it, you can go ahead and finish the video. And I'll go ahead and just do the Dune one also. So we're going to mount that one. So once that's done, we'll just go back in here and launch the Dune executable here. And it's basically the same scenario as before. You want to go ahead and hit download. Then hit back and continue, and it'll do its thing and load everything. So as you can see, that's super easy to do for all of them. I'm going to go ahead and launch the first one again because I believe I forgot to click on download. So if everything you made a mistake, you can go ahead and check, manage content. No, but everything's good. Everything is on there. So all 3 games are set up now. So that is it for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and hit me up on the, leave me a message. I'll get back to you. With that said, that is it for the end of the video. We'll catch you on the next one. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We'll see you soon.